on this side of the bridge, you have two divines, two twin flames, two people that meet. And that moment when they meet, it's the stage of activation, right? So the stage of activation begins. They are being activated to the journey. It's the stage when you have the insane chemistry towards the other person. This other person is like no other. This other person gives you pleasure, triggers, emotions, feelings like no other, like you've never experienced before. You have no idea what's going on. Things begin to happen with your body as well, so you feel it on a physical level. Something is off, something is different. You're starting to awaken to the journey, right? So that's when the stage of activation begins. Now, we always say that divine feminine is the one that leads the way, right? Leads the way on the journey and leads the way in the 5D. So the divine feminine starts to climb the bridge and walk uphill on the bridge, right? The masculine remains. And that's this moment of the journey when the divine feminine starts to consciously awaken to the fact that this is something different. This is the other half of my soul. Information about divine journey, twin flames, spirituality are being shown to her. She starts to seeing signs and synchronicities. She knows, right? She still goes in and out, but her kundalini has awakened. This is the most difficult part of the journey. This is the part of the journey when you cry yourself to sleep. You cannot live and go on without your masculine. You do not understand what's going on. Every trauma, every trigger, every pain within you is activated from all the lines, your ancestral line, your bloodline, your soul line, past lifetimes. You feel it all. The feminine will go climb the bridge, right? The masculine in that moment remains dormant. He feels something. Obviously, to him, the feeling is as intense and as different as for the feminine, but he's not yet ready to be awakened. He remains in the matrix. He remains in denial. He remains in karmic patterns, karmic relationships. But that is also because we operate differently, right? 5D and 3D. So as you go ahead as a feminine and clear all the pain, all the trauma, all the triggers from this lifetime, past lifetimes, as I mentioned, in the 5D, and you go through pain of the soul, ripping pain of the soul, your masculine at the same time, he already starts subconsciously, but starts walking the journey through clearing all that, but in the physical. So karmic patterns, karmic relationships, karmic blockages, childhood traumas, so on, so forth, right? Now, the second stage of the journey is when the energy rises. This is sort of a working through the physical karma, right? Then the feminine reaches the peak of the bridge and the energy can rise to a heart space. This is where for the feminine, it becomes this moment of I've crossed the bridge, right? I'm still on a journey. It's still not easy. It's still ongoing healing, but you're no longer in constant pain. Gradually, right, you're going to get rid of this emotion and you're going to start healing through that climbing, through this is that arch of the bridge is where we do the deepest, hardest healing. So the moment comes, you've crossed the bridge, right? You continue to heal, you continue to strip the layers, right? But now you're no longer in constant pain. And that is the moment when you are strong enough energetically in the 5D to energetically hold space for your masculine that will now start climbing the bridge, right? And this all happens in a physical separation. The deep journey of healing of the feminine occurs in the separation. When the feminine crosses the bridge, the masculine starts climbing, and then you continue your journey. But the second arch of the bridge is about finding your feminine power, dropping into your feminine power, learning more about yourself, your life's path, your life's purpose, discovering your purpose, knowing that the purpose is here and then the love story is here, understanding that it's not just about him returning, it's not just about you being together, it's about purpose, it's about greater mission, right? So it doesn't mean you no longer think about your masculine, you no longer love him, you no longer have hope for him to return, but you now have this gratitude in your heart for this journey, for the journey that was given to you, for you being able to walk the path, right? So you cross the bridge and you reach and you move sort of in the same way, but he's always couple of months, like I always say, to 6 months to 1 year on average, right? 9 months on average behind. So you're moving through the bridge. When you reach that end point, we always say this, the healing always continues, right? But this is when you are in your divine state. You reach your divine feminine. You are here. You are at the other side of the bridge. And you, if you would look back, you would see that your masculine will be somewhere here. So he will be reaching the peak as well. So the hardest part of the healing journey for him would also reach almost an end, right? Now you already embody your feminine energy. So at the other end of the bridge, you enter the cave, right? You become the divine feminine. You detach from what's going on the bridge. You know he's there. Your masculine is there. You know he's walking through the bridge. You're always connected through red threads. You're sending him love. You're sending him positive energy. You're sending him strength, right? You connect through telepathy. But this is where the third stage happens. The energy rises from the heart space to the crown space. You open yourself fully to your divine mission, to your divine feminine energy, to your path, and you fulfill that mission on a daily basis. The bridge becomes something that exists in the background, right? It exists, it will forever exist, but you operate now focusing fully on your mission, right? And in this stage the telepathy is very powerful, so you really connect to each other's higher selves, right? You guide each other, you're there for each other. And in this time he continues his journey through the bridge. So he goes also on the stage where it's no longer daily basis pain. He's already aware, he's already awake, and he already understands, but now he goes deeper in that preparation to rise into his masculine power. And when he's finished, he reaches the other side of the bridge where he finds you and you're ready for union. Now the length of each of the stage will depend on your individual journey, right? That first stage will depend on how much you resist, how much you're in the denial, how deeply you're in the matrix, how much karmic patterns, relationships, feelings you have to release, the both of you, right? Then further along the way, the journey, it will depend on how dedicated you are to your journey, how self-aware you are, how mindful you are, how much you dedicate on a daily basis to your path, to your journey, to your purpose, to your fulfillment, to becoming your authentic self, to embody your own authenticity and unconditional love. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you're able, as you watch this, to locate yourself more or less where you are on the bridge. And remember, it's about the journey, not about the destination. So whatever you are on the bridge, remember to enjoy it. Remember to enjoy the ride as much as it's possible, because once he reaches you and you merge into a divine union, you will continue your journey and you will cross many bridges together.